Sunrises are by far the hardest thing for me to shoot. Not knowing what the weather is going to be like, not knowing where to shoot. Sunsets are so much easier because you have the hours leading up to it. You can see it with your eye. It's a little easier to figure out where the clouds are. You can see it. So today, we're going to discuss some tips and some tricks and some apps that'll help you predict the weather to shoot sunrise and sunset, but also how the weather can affect your interval times when shooting time lapses. I'm Paul Dillon. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I try not to go to the same places when I shoot the sunrise and sunset, but sometimes that's difficult. If you don't have many places or you don't have any places at all, use what you got. Shoot from your balcony, shoot from your backyard, shoot from your window. Don't let those excuses keep you from doing what you want to do, right? If you want to shoot time lapses, shoot time lapses. Get practice, get better. The only way to get better is to do it. For so long, I let all these excuses keeping me from making videos, keeping me from doing all the things that I wanted to do. The most important part is you get out there and do it. So let's talk about the weather. Before we talk about the weather, we must talk about the apps. Two of my favorite apps I'm currently using right now are Dark Skies. This is not an ad, I'm not getting paid. I just love these apps. These apps are free, by the way. The Dark Skies app is great. You can search by current location or search a location that you're going to. There's a bug on there. You can see the weather, you can see dew point, you can see some stuff that is very helpful. I also like to use Clear Outside. This is also another free app. My only gripe with this is it always defaults to the UK and then I have to search current location, and I notice it doesn't do it as fast as Dark Skies. The one thing I love about Clear Outside is the fact that it will tell you the cloud coverage, whether it's low or high clouds. High clouds tend to move faster, so when shooting time lapses you can use a shorter interval for faster moving clouds than you would lower clouds, because lower clouds move slower. Now if you're shooting a Holy Grail time lapse, short intervals aren't great anyways because you're going to be there for 6 hours and you don't want 5,000 photos. So if you're shooting a longer time lapse, you might want to consider using a longer interval. Shooting shorter intervals will give you the ability to capture that motion. So if you just want to capture some cloud movement or maybe help tell a story, shorter intervals will help. So knowing if the clouds are high or low comes in clutch when figure out the interval for your time lapse. So I just realized I'm running late. I need to go pick up Linda. We have some errands to run. We'll dive into a couple more apps that are going to help you predict the weather to shoot the sunrise and sunset. In my opinion, one of the most useful apps for photographers and videographers is the PhotoPills app. Now this app is 10 bucks. It comes at a hefty price considering the other two apps we spoke about are free. This app has some amazing tools for photographers and videographers. While it doesn't predict the weather and it doesn't have any weather specific apps, it does tell you the location of the moon, the sun, the sunrise, the sunset, direction of shadows. So if you're a wedding photographer and you're gonna do, let's say, an engagement shoot or a maternity shoot, this is very helpful to know where to place your subject. Now I'm not gonna go too deep into the PhotoPills app because there's probably tons and tons of videos on this app alone. I will, however, link the PhotoPills YouTube channel below if you're curious to see how this app works. I will give you guys a live view because one of my favorite tools that the PhotoPills app has is AR. Augmented reality. If you're shooting the sunset and you want to see the direction exactly where the sun is going to go based off your location, this is very helpful. But it's also helpful when knowing where the Milky Way is going to be in a specific time and location. So let's head to the beach so I can show you how the AR feature truly works and why it's one of my favorite features. now with all these tools that you have, the Dark Skies app, the Clear Outside app, and the Photos pill, you should have a better understanding of how much easier the sunset is to shoot than the sunrise. Regardless, you technically don't need any of these apps to get out and start shooting. And that's one thing that we talked about earlier, is not letting your excuses get in the way of you wanting to do something. If you want to shoot the sunset or you want to shoot the sunrise, shoot outside your window if you don't have a beach close by, if you don't have a mountainscape. Use what you have, don't use excuses. Let me know in the comments below if there was any apps that I forgot, maybe apps that you like to use over the other. Maybe you don't like the Clear Skies app. Let me know in the comments below why. With all that being said, stop making excuses, get out there and shoot, and remember, 1% better every day.